That's right, we're here in Fontana, and if there is any good news out here in the Inland Empire, it's that as we scan the horizon, we don't see signs of any fires yet, but here on the freeway, an absolute mess. This is one of two big rigs that's tipped over, and we're actually using it as kind of a windbreak right now because the winds are absolutely howling. As you were mentioning, these are some of the strongest winds I've ever felt in my 12 years here. My photographer Martin was saying that these are some of the strongest winds he's felt since the 1990s here in the Inland Empire. This one of two big rigs that's tipped over on the 15 freeway. This is on the southbound 15 freeway near Sierra. Traffic is backed up bumper to bumper for a couple of miles right up to the top. And it's tough for us to see, and yeah, this is just very, very difficult, very windy and difficult conditions out here. But again, two big rigs down on the 15 freeway, this one on the southbound side, the other one on the northbound side. Fortunately, the San Bernardino County Fire Department says only one minor injury, and it is just absolutely howling out here. I want to show you real quick that down behind our truck there on the northbound side, it's way off in the distance, perhaps, you know, about 200 yards. That's where there's another down big rig on that side of the freeway. Two down big rigs right now, causing a lot of traffic on the 15. But fortunately right now, despite these winds, we don't see any fires off in there. Oh, did this one just go over, Martin? I don't think this one was here when we arrived. This big rig just went over in the time that we were doing this live shot.
You are kidding.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of these big rigs, it's amazing they're still making this drive here. You know, we hear all about the potential danger for high profile vehicles, and typically when they have heavy loads, that's a good thing in this kind of wind. It's the trucks with empty loads that quite often are forced to pull over to the side. I was going to go up and ask this guy with Caltrans. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this just happened while we were on the air.
So is there somebody in that truck, Rob?
I don't see any sign of anyone trying to crawl out of the cab. We can try to take a look. We physically can't get there.
Yeah.
If you want to tilt down real quick, Martin, you can see, I mean, there's a, I mean, we can't get to the other side, so we don't know. I do know that someone with Caltrans is on the phone as he was looking over there, shaking his head. But extremely dangerous and windy conditions here. Again, we don't want to be melodramatic, but it took us a lot longer to set up this live shot than we could have because the doors on the right side of our truck, we literally could not open them. The wind would have taken those doors and snapped them off of the truck like twigs.
Rob, you're not being over dramatic
at all. It's not too bad right here because, yeah, it's not too bad right here because we're using this down big rig as kind of a windbreak. But I want to make sure that we're not getting in the way of what these people are doing here. But again, that big rig just went over right there. And the 15 freeway, an absolute mess right now in the area of Fontana near Sierra. Again, down big rigs on both sides of the freeway. Two down big rigs on the northbound side, one down big rig on the southbound side. Again, unsure of any injuries. I'm trying to keep an eye on that big rig, and I have not seen anyone crawl out of the cab. It's quite possible that that happened while we were on the other side here, and he's just kind of hunkered down between the between the concrete K-rails there and the side of the big rig.
Rob, we're watching these men just try to stand up. Look at that. They are literally having to try to hold onto their hats and try to stand still, and they're just wobbling about. It's just amazing to watch these winds. And now you have three big rigs in that area down.
Yeah, I have not felt winds this strong really ever. You know, I've reported in one hurricane, and you know, the winds in that hurricane, that was Hurricane Sandy in New York City, those winds weren't as strong as what we're dealing with now. Of course, you know, we weren't, you know, right in the epicenter of that thing, right in the eye of that storm. Right. What you'll see a lot of times, though, when we have these down big rigs is they don't even try to right them. All this tow truck is probably here to try to do is to move this thing off to the side of the freeway.
Oh, look at that.
They won't even try to right these things
that,
until this wind event has passed.
That's incredible. Look at the way they're trying to walk in that is incredible. That says everything. It's just so hard to maneuver. And, go ahead, Rob.
Well, it's hard to hear you now because as we walk around the side, we're going to lose our windbreak, and it is unbelievable how hard it is to walk on this side. It looks like traffic has come to a complete stop on the southbound side, but that's not the case. You can see that big rig there. He's just crawling along because the slower he goes, the less likely he'll tip over. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's
you can
frightening.
see. I don't know if you can tell, but the side of that big rig, it looks like it's going to go.
Oh boy. That is quite a sight to see. I mean, look at our cameraman. He can barely hold on to the camera to hold a steady shot. These men are having trouble just standing up.
Yeah, you really can't see this, but I'm behind Martin right now trying to prop him up in the wind to give you a bit of a steadier shot. But as this big rig comes closer to us, we're obviously going to get out of the way because you can see what that thing's doing. It could tip. There it goes.
Oh.
Is it going?
Oh boy.
No, it's
tipping.
These Caltrans workers are warning their people up ahead there to get out of the way because that big rig could go over.
Oh dear. Wow, that is quite an illustration of just how strong
and right now, whatever they're doing to try to move this big rig that's already gone down, that work has stopped just because of their own safety.
Well, what can you do if you find yourself in a predicament like that?
Exactly.
I mean, if you just pull over, are you going to be pushed over? I mean, what's the protocol here? What's the safest way to get out of this situation?
Where do you pull over? I mean, he's already stopped. He's already stopped. The problem is up here on the freeway, we're a good 30 feet above the ground. So the next exit is literally a quarter mile up, but he might not make it there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy, and so it's safe to say that the 15 freeway, you want to stay away from that area because who knows how long this is going to take.
Let's set people up now, if they've just started tuning in. Sorry, Rob, I just want to let people know if they're just tuning in.
This guy through.
Oh, he can't hear me. Okay.
The CHP's waving him through. Let's see if he makes it. Whoa, a huge gust just came up here, but he's going. And now he's stopping, but these workers are saying, no, go, get off the freeway. And hopefully...
Oh, gosh, let's hope he can get... Look at that. Did you see? Look
I thought he was going to keep going.
Inside.
It's tipping. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Now, I've stepped away from Martin here. I'm on the other side of the down big rig using it as
Oh my gosh, there goes the back end is starting to lift up.
Oh yeah, it's been lifting up on the right side there.
So we're watching this. Rob McMillan is standing by. He's reporting from the top of a freeway right now. This is going on in Fontana on the 15 freeway. So when he stopped there, the reason he stopped there were a couple of big rigs that had already been pushed over. Then across the way, traffic going in the other direction, while Rob was making his report, another big rig was pushed over. And now we're watching this dramatic scene where this big rig is barely moving because the faster he goes, the more he's going to be lifted up. And you could see the winds have been pushing this big rig. It's trying to safely get through there and get off the freeway because, as Rob describes it, he's 20 or 30 feet up. So the winds are even more powerful up there. But look at the workers there. They could barely stand. The winds are so powerful. And the reason we want to show this to you is because this is what we're dealing with in not only these driving conditions, but the fire conditions.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Click the ABC7 logo to subscribe to our Eyewitness News YouTube channel.